Hey guys, what's going on? So, recently I've been putting out a couple Thunder Dragon deck profiles and combo videos, kind of like going over like how at first I thought the deck should have been played for Master Rule 5, but recently I realized everything I told you guys is completely wrong and fake. None of it's as accurate as I thought it was, and after some playtesting, I've discovered there's a better way to be playing Thunder Dragons. I want to show you guys this deck profile I made. So, it's 48 card deck, 35 monsters, 7 spells, 6 traps. I'm just going to talk to you guys about all my card choices, once again, just going over everything. So, to start off, these 5 cards at the top, I'm going to get into a little bit later, so I'm not going to explain them right away. But to start off is 3 Aeon Thunder Dragon, or Thunder Dragon Duo for, I think, TCG, OCG... some kind of players, I'm not really sure. So the reason that we've gone from 2 to 3 is someone commented on my YouTube video. They said that I should be playing 3 Thunder Dragon Duo, so I'm playing 3 Thunder Dragon Duo now. It just makes the most sense. Someone said that I should do it, so... I mean, realistically, if someone says that this is the right number, I guess it's the right number, so we're going to play 3 now. Next up is Galactic Spiral Dragon. This card reads really interestingly, which actually helps Thunder Dragons out. It says, while this card is in your hand or grave, if you control 2 or more light or dark dragon monsters. It doesn't say dragon-type monsters, dragon monsters. Now, keep in mind that every Thunder Dragon monster has dragon in the name, so I'm pretty sure this is like a workaround for it. If you have 2 Thunder Dragon monsters on the field that are light or dark, which they all are, Galactic Spiral Dragon qualifies its summon condition and gets to summon itself for free. So that's just something cool to keep in mind, is you can summon Galactic Spiral Dragon in this deck because they're all Thunder Dragon monsters. Then next up is some very standard stuff. You got your Thunder Dragon Roar, there's 3 of, your 3 Hawk. We're actually playing 2 Thunder Dragon now. The reason behind this is because anytime you use Thunder Dragon, you're likely just searching 1 copy at a time, discard it, search another one, and it's just a big waste of time. I don't want to do that 2 times. Just discard it 1 time, add it 1 time, get it all done and over with. There's really no reason to run the 3rd copy, because you're just going to search them all 1 at a time anyway, so you might as well just play 2 copies. There's no point in playing 3. Next up is 3 Thunder Dragon Dark. It's pretty much the same thing as Thunder Dragon anyway. So it discards itself, searches another copy. So you can even drop this Thunder Dragon down to 2 also, because as I mentioned, it's doing the same thing as Thunder Dragon, only it's a quick effect, so it's not really that different. Then next up is Thunder Dragon, or Thunder King Ryo. It's basically Colossus, only it takes your normal summon up. So it's not really a big difference. You just normal summon Colossus now instead of jumping through hoops to get Colossus out. Then up next is the Thunder Seahorse. This card discards itself, adds 2 level 4 light thunder monsters with the same name with 1600 or less attack from your deck to your hand. So you can search your Batteryman Solar. That's the only reason we play this card. And I believe this card can just search itself as well, so that's pretty cool. You can't special summon for the rest of the turn, which special summoning is not that important in this game. We're not worried about that. We're just worried about getting our Batteryman Solar to our hand, or discarding this and searching 2 more copies of itself. Then next up is Summoner of Illusions. Recently Instant Fusion went to 1, so a lot of people just aren't playing it anymore. It's not as good as this card. This card literally is just Instant Fusion on legs. It says when you flip it, you contribute 1 other monster, and if you do, special summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck, but destroy it at the end phase of this turn, which isn't really important. We're running this because, as I mentioned, it's instant fusion on legs. It gets these 2 out, which you can banish one of these to turn into your Thunder Dragon Titan. Specifically, you get your summon your Kaminari attack because it's the weaker monster, so you don't really want to waste your twin-headed Thunder Dragon, which is like your deck's like big finisher card, just to get into your Thunder Dragon Titan. I'll go into that a little later, why this Thunder Dragon Titan card isn't that good. You will really want to focus on your twin-headed Thunder Dragon. But this card, it's kind of just like to help you get into Titan. I know Titan's like it's kind of a situational card that you don't really summon too often, but this is just a nice way to like kind of like get into that like little gimmicky fusion monster thing. Then is 3 Origin Thunder Dragon or Thunder Dragon Matrix, whatever you want to call it. What matters here is you can discard this card, then target 1 Thunder you control. It gains 500 attack. So you can turn things like your Thunder Dragon or Thunder King Ryo into 2400 attack, your Seahorse into 2100 attack, even your Thunder Dragon Duo. This thing becomes huge, 3300 attack. It's the really insane card. Then we're going to play the 1 Raigeki. It's a picture of a lightning bolt, shows all your opponent's monsters. It just has consistency with Thunder Dragons, because on the picture it's a big thunder or lightning bolt, whatever you prefer to call it. Then next up is 3 Makio, the Mystical Mist. This card says to target a summoned skull, which is why we run the 1 summoned skull, or 1 thunder monster in your monster zone. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with defense less than or equal to the attack of that monster. So there's not many things with higher defense than 2800. But we're also running the Summoned Skull just to make Mystical or Magical Mist a little more live. This is just a card that has a lot of attack, so you can board wipe a lot of things with this, and Magical Mist in combination. The only downside is you can't conduct your battle phase this turn, so you can't do direct attacks and get the damage in, which is pretty much the most important part of the game. But getting rid of a couple monsters is pretty good. Next up is 3 Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is why we're actually playing the Mega Thunderbolt and Ocubeam. So Thunder Dragon Fusion reads that you shuffle all the material from your grave, field, and banish back into your deck for a Thunder Fusion monster. Now keep in mind, Kaminari attack is a Thunder monster that is Ocubeam or Mega Thunderball. And also, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which is just 2 Thunder Dragons. Not 3 Thunder Dragons, which is why 3 Thunder Dragon is wrong. Just 2 Thunder Dragon. You can easily get the other one on the field or in your grave or whatever you need to do without playing 3 Thunder Dragon. And you get into your big boss monster that just closes out games with how big its attack is. Thunder Dragon Titan, 3 Thunder Dragons doesn't come up too much, so we're not really going to worry about that. Your main focus are these 2. Then next up is the trap card, the Thunder Dragon 100 Thunders. I've never read this card before, and I have no idea what it does. It's just reads as a Thunder Dragon on it, so you gotta play it. Just another Thunder Dragon card. And same goes for Thunder Dragon Discharge. Again, never read this card, so it just must be good though, because it's the Thunder Dragon card, and we're just running a lot of Thunder Dragon cards anyway. There's no reason not to run these cards. Just run every Thunder Dragon card you possibly can. Now, onto the extra deck. I've already gone over these 3 and why they're so important. Well, except for Titan, who's really like, it's kind of like a little gimmicky play. We're only playing in that 3 to fill up our extra deck. We only have like a 9-card extra deck. There's not too many like Thunder Dragon cards to put in your extra deck, and everything else just isn't worth putting in. So we're playing a 9-card extra deck. You got your Thunder Dragon Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which is like your big finisher card, your Kaminari attack, and your Titan. But you also have Thunder Dragon Goliath. This card says that you can use, you can shuffle back your Thunder Dragons that are banished and apply their discard effect. So that means, like, after you put Thunder Dragon Fusion into the grave to get out, like, your Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, and then you can actually, like, discard Thunder Dragon again, and then use Goliath effect to shuffle it back, and then search the other Thunder Dragon. So you pretty much keep, like, you have an infinite loop. You can just keep putting them back in the deck, and then searching each other back out every turn. It's like, it's insane. It's an infinite loop with this card. On the other side of the spectrum, though, it banishes 3 cards to protect Thunder monsters. So you banish 3 cards out of your grave. That's not really good. You're losing cards out of your grave. You're losing resources, cards you usually have no way of getting back. So banishing 3, that effect's not that good. Onto the side deck is the Thunder King, the Lightning Kaiju. The reason for this is our deck has a very difficult time dealing with cards like Marshmallow, you know, like monsters that just can't be destroyed by battle. So we gotta play this card to Tribute, and it is a lightning monster, a thunder monster, so it has like some kind of consistency. The downside to it is the only way to summon it is by tributing your opponent's monsters and giving them a very big monster that not even your Thunder Dragon Titan can beat over. So you have to have like your Matrix and your Titan. So again, I understand it's really difficult to get the Titan out, but once you have that set up, you can beat over the Lightning Strike Kaiju, and you don't have to worry about things like Marshmallow getting in your way. Then up next is Lightning Storm, another lightning card. It has this, it's basically like a Mirror Force as a spell card. It says that if you have no face-up cards, destroy your opponent's attack position monsters. So it's pretty much Mirror Force as a trap card, or as a spell card. And the other effect is kind of cool too. Like, it's kind of situational, destroy all of the spells and traps. You pretty much just run this card to have 3 more Raigeki, pretty much. But the other effect is sometimes it comes up, but you're usually just destroying all their attack position monsters. Next up is cards for going second, your Thunder Short. This card says inflict 400 damage to your opponent for each monster that they control. So if your opponent goes first, you're going to side this card in, and then on your first turn, you can burn them for almost 2,500 damage if they end up with like 6 monsters on the field. Every monster is another 400 damage. So that's a lot of damage to their life points, which, as everyone knows, once their life points hit 0, the duel's over, you win. So getting in that early damage is just super useful and just very important. And speaking of doing extra damage is Raimi. It's another card with like thunder and lightning bolts on it, and it just reads, decrease your opponent's life points by 300 points. Now, what makes this card different from Lightning Short, or Thunder Short says to inflict. This card just says to decrease. Now, why this matters is a lot of people are going to side in Wadapon against you, which really it just says, like, if you were to take effect damage, you discard Wadapon, or you special summon Wadapon, something like that, and then you don't take that damage. But Raimi doesn't inflict damage, just decreases their life points. It never inflicts the damage, just decreases their life points. So it's just a way to like dodge Wadapon, things like that are just like built-in cards to prevent those like inflict damage spells, like Thunder Short. This card just dodges all those hand traps. Then finally is Lightning Vortex, probably the best card in the side deck. It is just discard 1 card, destroy all face-up monsters. So you're playing another 3 Raigeki, only this one's better than Lightning Storm because it destroys all their face-up monsters, not just their attack position monsters. Getting rid of pretty much all their whole board every single time. So as I mentioned before, with the Kaiju to beat over Marshmallow, if you don't have your Kaiju, you can still just attack into the Marshmallow and unfortunately take the 1,000 damage, but then you can Lightning Vortex it, just get it off the field, whereas Lightning Storm would not be able to deal with the Marshmallow, and you kind of just be stuck there until they just outgrind you. They're probably able to win from there once they flip the Marshmallow. That's why you need to get rid of it as quick as possible in those situations. So that's about wraps it up, but one more thing that I wanted to show you guys is this other Thunder Dragon card. Thunder Dragon Colossus. It was banned recently, or at least that's what people seem to believe, but I noticed this really cool thing. If you go up to the top left corner where it says ban list right up here, and you open this little drop down menu, you can go down to this thing that says NA, which stands for not actually banned. You click on it, and it makes Thunder Dragon Colossus not actually banned. So now you can just run 3 Thunder Dragon Colossus as well. A lot of people, for some reason, they believe that they can't run Colossus and it's banned, but there it is. It's not banned. It's in my extra deck right now. I'm able to run all 3 copies of it. So to anyone who's saying that the card is banned, don't believe them. This card's clearly just right up at 3 right now. I'm playing 3 in my deck right now. I just saved my deck. It's in there. Thunder Dragon Colossus. But in an unrelated note, happy April Fool's Day, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and share the video and all that to share the best Thunder Dragon video that I've ever made. And that's going to be Toasty TCG signing out.